Sportsbook Natalie Van Rijstrom here, and Premier League Week 31 Punters is about to kick off. Just 5 matches. But listen, we've got some winners, and there's a couple of ones I like, and I've got a couple of bets for them. But let's introduce the panel here. Flash and Russ here. Going to look at Week 31. First of all, Russ, how you doing? Boy in red.
Boy in red, very, very happy this week. Fantastic win by Arsenal over Manchester United. I was there at the Emirates. It did cause me a bit of surprise, but as we talk on this show, sometimes you play teams at the right time. I thought we played Man U at the right time. They didn't really turn up. We managed to get the goal that De Gea didn't start with the little wind that blew straight into the goal, and then obviously the second penalty at the end. United had no way back after that. So yeah. Onwards and upwards, top 4 is we're in with a chance now. Yeah,
I have to say though, I really predicted Manchester United to at least score. Both teams to score bet didn't play just because the odds were so low. I think it was 1.57. But if they were higher, I would have played them. It just goes to show, Man United come from a sort of a great Champions League win, go to Arsenal, and then can't even score. Why is that?
Leno made a few fantastic saves, and for me, Pogba was Flash. It'll be interesting to hear your thought. Pogba, I thought, was absolutely non-existent during the game. Lukaku's the only one that had a couple of chances, but apart from that, I thought defensively, we don't often say it, but Arsenal looked quite comfortable. I think now Socrates is back in the at the middle of the back 4. I think Socrates and Koscielny have actually got a very good record when they do play together. So I think it is showing, and long may that continue, because Arsenal do have a couple of tricky away games coming up, which if they want top 4, they need to defend well.
How you doing, Flash? How was your weekend?
Yeah, it was decent. Tottenham obviously getting beat by Saints. Bittersweet. I thought that, they let me down on my parlay Spurs. Spurs should have been 9 or 10 up at half-time. Didn't kill the game. Southampton came out and were a completely different unit, and obviously got away with it with an unbelievable set piece again. So happy that Saints won. Bit unlucky that we didn't get the parlay in with the banker and a few of the other. But we did all right, though. Again, it was another positive weekend, and that's what we're here to do. Just going on the Arsenal-Man United, I fancied Arsenal anyway last week, but not enough, so I left the game alone.
Yeah.
But Lukaku misses 2 chances that I would expect an under 10 just to stick in the back of the net. They hit the woodwork twice. I think Pogba played a little bit on the left, which I always think that he can only go one way then. He's only going to come inside and he's only going to look. So he's easily defended. I think on another day, Man United get their nose in front and it's a completely different game. But as soon as Xhaka scored, and I think it was more technique than win, to be honest, because the ball does actually start to go to De Gea's left, and then it moves away to his right, and his body weight's already gone. So listen, it's all great for the top 4. We know that the first 2 are flown. I don't fancy. I think it's a 2-horse race. I don't fancy Chelsea for some reason. So I think it's Man United or Arsenal for that third. I think Tottenham will still be too strong.
Ooh, all right. Listen, let us kick on. And actually, going back to the Saints thing, I saw somebody giving you a bit of grief about you not backing Southampton. How do you think, moving forward, how do you think Southampton will fare? Do you think they'll stay up?
I think I've got to go with what I've said all season. They're not very good. And in any other given year, they would be massively odds on to go down. And it's only because there's other really bad sides. I mean, Fulham and Huddersfield, they're atrocious. And then you've got Brighton, Burnley, Cardiff. I still think Cardiff are the ones to go, but no, I'm not impressed. I think Southampton are a dog awful, to be honest. And anything they get is a bit of luck. And someone said to me, why don't you bet Saints? And I'm like, well, because they're not very good.
I know. I saw, that was the one I saw.
As simple as that. They're not very good.
Yeah. Has anybody mathematically done it? Is Huddersfield now out? Is there still, what are we, week 31, 7 weeks left? They've got 14 points. Has anybody done the maths?
Yeah, well, I've done the maths. It don't matter about maths because you need goals to score, and it's Huddersfield 0. So it's just they're gone, right? Because they'd need to win every single game, and that's not going to happen. And listen, I think Fulham, Cardiff, and Huddersfield are going to go down.
Yeah. All right. Let us start 5 games here. West Ham versus Huddersfield now. West Ham 1.59, draw 4.1, Huddersfield 7. Obviously, West Ham hosting a team, they're destined for relegation, as we just mentioned. They struggled on the road, but at home, they have been winning the past couple of games and comfortably. I think this will be a West Ham win. Anyone think differently? Anyone think Huddersfield will score? No. That's what I was
They
thinking.
may score. They may score, but West Ham will win.
Yeah. So 2 bets I'm looking
when
at.
will they score, though? What you mean? They might score this week or next week or April? Oh, you mean they might actually score this week against West Ham?
Potentially. I've got my bet, and whether they score or not, West Ham are going to win comfortably.
Are they? I can't trust West Ham.
I've got West Ham in the over 1.5 goals, odds of 2, and West Ham -1, Asian handicap, odds of 2.06. I think we're looking at a 2-0 West Ham win, at least. What do you like, Flash?
I hate it. I hate the game. I think the only way I'd probably play it is West Ham to win at, what are they, 1.6 or something?
Yeah, 1.59.
There you go. That's the only thing I'd do, and if I did it in a treble with a couple of other shorties, because I just can't. Listen, you can't go to Cardiff and get beat in the manner that they got beat, because they were butchered. They had 1 shot on goal, I think, West Ham. Not for me. Leaving the game well alone. No official play.
No official play. Just because I like both those bets for the match, I have to say. Russ, what are you liking?
Now, I'm with you 100%. West Ham and over 1.5 at 2.0. West Ham have got a very, very good home record. They perform at home.
Yeah.
They're confident at home. They beat Arsenal at home. I think the last 2 they beat Newcastle at home, and okay, they beat Fulham at home, but they are scoring goals at home. Declan Rice has got his call up. And yeah, I think West Ham will win this comfortably. Huddersfield, again, they're down and out. Maybe they will give this a go, and West Ham can score 3 or 4. But I think West Ham will score at least 2. Whether Huddersfield score or not, I don't care. I think, yeah, this is my banker. I think West Ham will get the job done here. They like it at home.
Yeah, same. West Ham obviously haven't won their last 3 matches on the road, a draw, and then 2 back-to-back losses. But at home, recently beat the likes of Newcastle. So I'm with you on this one, Russ. West Ham in the over 1.5 goals, but I am also playing West Ham -1 at 2.06. Next we've got is Burnley versus Leicester. Leicester 2.5, Burnley 3.1, and the draw 3.4 there. Burnley 2 points above the red zone, Leicester in 10th. Burnley obviously on the back, 3 back-to-back losses now in a row. But Leicester I do find unpredictable. So as far as the outrights, personally, I'm staying away from it. I think they've got goals between them. Russ, start us off on this one. What do you like?
Both teams to score. Leicester's 5 games, 5 out of 5. Burnley's last 5 games, 4 out of 5. Both teams to score 1.8 has to be the play here. You're absolutely right. Cannot trust either team. I would slightly lean on Burnley, but Leicester, you never know what team they're going to. You never know how they're going to play. Yeah. Maybe Brendan's going to give them a good talking to and say, come on, you've all got impressed for your futures, so they can come out and beat Burnley. But Burnley, they're just above the drop zone. So again, they really need a win to I think, move up a couple of places. So yeah, both teams to score 1.8, just based on those great stats that I just said through.
Yeah. No, I'm again singing from the same sheet here, Russ. Both teams to score for me. I think Burnley have got to come out. They've got to attack, and they've got to win this game if they need points there. Both teams to score for me. What do you like, Flash?
I like Alex Classic. I think desperation will come through from Burnley. I mean, I look at Leicester, took a bit of stick earlier on in the year because they kept some clean sheets against lower league mediocrity. I told you all year they can't keep clean sheets. Fulham went there and scored and could have scored a few others. I couldn't pick the winner because I thought that in the desperation that maybe at 1-1 that Burnley are going to go for it, then that's when I think that Leicester are at their most dangerous. So I'm just going to go with the Alex Classic at 2.3 and not care who wins. In fact, I want probably Leicester to win, even though I don't like Brendan Rodgers. But obviously, Southampton, no game. Burnley don't really want them having many points. So So yeah, Alex Classic 2.3.
All right, Flash upping the ante there and getting the higher odds. Me and Russ on both teams to score. Bournemouth versus Newcastle now. Bournemouth 2.05, draw 3.4, Newcastle 3.9, 12th and 13th respectively. I've been impressed with this Newcastle side of late. It seems when I back them, they have been winning, which is always good. I think that Newcastle are the better side. Bournemouth just 1 win in 4 there, and that was obviously playing Huddersfield. I'm liking, and I can't believe that you can get for Newcastle and the draw at 1.85. But I am rather tempted of the Newcastle's price of 3.9. Flash, one of the things that served you well is going for those higher odds. Is this the case?
Yeah, 100% it is. 3.9. I'd have had them down at about 2.75 if you asked me to match up the game. I think you could even be bold and go maybe Newcastle on both teams to score. So basically Newcastle went over 2.5. But I think at 3.9, you don't really have to complicate it. It's such a good price. And it's one of them prices because they don't let a lot of goals in. I know they were 2-0 down against Everton, but I thought they were quite unfortunate in that game. I personally think that you could probably cash out of this game at a really good profit. So yeah, 3.9. I expect Newcastle will be in front at some stage.
Yeah, AATF says Bournemouth has got Callum Wilson back, and they need some points. I think Bournemouth can pull it off. What do you think, Russ?
My lean is Bournemouth at 2.15. The official play is going to be both teams to score at 1.85. Obviously, look, Newcastle are playing really well, 3 wins in 5. But for me, those 3 wins have all been at St James's Park. So similar to where we're looking at West Ham, perform well at home, poor away. Newcastle have been playing really well at home. Away from home, they've not been that great. So I wouldn't be that confident on going to Newcastle win. Bournemouth, one win in 5. But you look who 3 of those teams that they've got beat against: Arsenal, Man City, and Liverpool. And you look at last week. Now Fraser's back. Fraser and Wilson are the dream team when it comes to Bournemouth scoring goals and winning games. So now they're clicking. I think this could be plenty of goals. Again, the lean is Bournemouth, but the official plays both teams to score. I think there will be goals here. Newcastle, we know, will come and score. Yeah. Bournemouth, I think, with Fraser and Wilson fit. Obviously Brooks as well. I think they can score as well.
Okay. All right. Next, we've got on Sunday here, Fulham versus Liverpool. Liverpool 1.29, draw 6.5, and Fulham 12. Obviously, I think this is a very difficult match to predict right now. Obviously, they have got an incredibly tough match headed to Bayern Munich, 0-0 aggregate currently. And for that reason, I'm just, I can give leans, I think, for this match right now. They're still obviously fighting for first place. They could have lost it, but they are fighting point-wise. Man City, kind of looking at both teams to score here. Lean. Liverpool obviously have the best defence in the Premier League, but obviously from their Champions League fixture, heading into this one, Fulham at home, they need the points. I'm looking at both teams to score. It is a lean. I really want to see how this match plays out. How are you approaching this match, Russ?
Look, Fulham are really poor. They've lost 5 in a row. What has Scott Parker done as manager? I don't think he's done much. They did, though. I think that what they did cause Chelsea a lot of problems, and they were very, very unlucky not to get a draw. But then you look at Chelsea. Chelsea are not in Liverpool's league. I think irrelevant how tonight goes, whether Liverpool qualify or they don't. If they qualify, great. They'll be buoyant ahead of this game. If they don't, then Brendan will get them right up for this, knowing that this is their best chance that they've had in years to win the Premier League, and Fulham cannot defend.
Brendan?
So I'm going Liverpool and both teams to score in this game.
Brendan? Sorry? Have you gone back in a time warp?
Jurgen. So, Flash, you got your ears tested.
A bit of Brendan on the brain. Jesus Christ, I was like, Brendan Rodgers?
Jurgen.
Brendan? All right, so sorry, what?
Jurgen's going to get them going. They will win this. They will win it comfortably. And I think Fulham can score. So 2.85, Liverpool and both teams to score. And then I may play at the end, 2.1, Mane to score any time. Mane is in absolutely top form. There's no nerves when it comes to him in front of goal. And we know Fulham can't defend. So at 2.1 odds again, for him to score any time against that leaky defence, I can see it happening.
Interesting. Yeah, I like the way you combined it, actually. I didn't think about that. I was just looking at the both teams to score bet. But yeah, I think Liverpool will win this. So why not Liverpool and both teams to score? Again, lean for me. But what do you like here, Flash?
First of all, let me tell you now, regardless of what goes on tonight, I mean, obviously I like Liverpool tonight. Do they need to win this game? But it's not. It's a game at the end of a really busy week going into an international week. So it's a case of make sure you get the 3 points. Do I think they get the 3 points? Yes, I do. But the thing is about Craven Cottage, and obviously having a new manager, is I think he'll get tight all over the pitch. I don't think we're going to see a normal Fulham performance that we've seen. My actual official play, and I'm quite strong on this, is the under 2.5 goals in the game at 2.6. And if you ask me for a score, I'd go Liverpool to win 1 or 2-0. I don't think that they'll breach, because I know there's no chance that Jurgen Klopp is going to want to have a basketball game, because it's all about the points.
Yeah. Tuniskov says, I think independently from Champions League results, Liverpool have to win this. Reg Sam says it depends on Champions League results. Umberto Platin says Liverpool just have to win this. I think they have to win this, right? They still have they're only a point behind. They need Man City to slip up once. If they lose this match, they have lost the title completely.
Oh, no, not at all, Nat. There will be twists and turns to come, because listen, the biggest game, and I hope I get a really good price, and this is one for people's notebooks, is when Spurs go to Anfield. Spurs are the ideal side to go to Anfield and beat Liverpool. But there again, Man City have got to play Man United. Both of these teams may well drop points, but it's how many they drop, and also when they drop them. They won't drop them this weekend.
What was the odds for the under 2.5 goals there, Flash?
2.6.
2.6. Interesting. Okay. Right. Everton versus Chelsea now. Chelsea 1.97, draw 3.75, and Everton 4.2. Obviously, Chelsea drew. Did you call that I played Chelsea? What did you play on the Chelsea match last week, Flash?
Wolves double chance at 2.5.
I needed something like that. I knew you won money. Yeah, nice. I didn't.
Well, I said I did fancy the 7 though, and I mean a couple of times this year I've actually done that type of bet where I've took the 7 as well and cashed out in like the 80th minute. So I mean, I just said that I remember watching back that I thought it would go close. I didn't think the 7 would come in, but as it was, I mean, it really did. I mean, I know that you don't get paid out, but if you haven't cashed out with like 5 minutes to go at Stamford Bridge, 1-0 up, you need your head testing.
Yeah. Now, AATAF says, Umberto says, can't trust Chelsea. The odds are so tempting at 1.97. They are on the road. They've got a Europa League match on Thursday. Can you trust Chelsea? And is 1.97 worth the gamble?
No, not at all. Not at all. I mean, there's a little spring in Everton's step at the moment, and also they're playing the same players. They're starting to get bedded down. 0-0 against Liverpool. Another day they could have won. They've gone 2-0 up at Newcastle. Got away with murder with Pickford not being sent off. Then he saves the penalty. They go up the other end and they go 2-0 up. For me, I'm going with Alex Classic with this game. Yes, I think that Chelsea could win 2-1, but I also think that Everton could win 2-1. So I just think we're going to see some goals here.
You.
So, yeah, I've gone with the Alex Classic again, and I think it's 2.25.
Okay, 2.25.
Yes,
I'm definitely
2.25.
Yeah, I'm definitely I've just got to lean on that play, but definitely leaning towards the unders. Rude Boy, Tataf, both think that Chelsea will win on this one, and I think I'm very undecided, to be honest with you. I'm actually leaning towards the unders. What do you think, Russ?
I think this game is far too difficult to call. It depends what Chelsea turn up. Flash, as you said, you don't think Chelsea are going to get top four. This is a game this is a must-win. Chelsea don't win this, I think they can forget top four with some of the games that they've got coming up. They're unbeaten in four in all competitions. It obviously depends what team and squad that Sarri takes out to Kiev, because Kiev on a Thursday night and then Sunday at 2:00 at Goodison, you need to be right out for it. And if these players aren't up for it, Everton could wipe the floor with them. Get one ahead, the crowd gets behind them, and they can win comfortably. But if Chelsea are up for it, look, they can compete. Everton, so inconsistent this year. Again, like Leicester, you just don't know what Everton team are going to turn up. They switch off like they did in the second half at Newcastle. So it's a no play for me. No play on this one. Too tough to call.
Yeah, just looking at under 2.5 goals as well. It's pretty much neck and neck here for the over and the under. Bet365 1.9 over, 1.9 under. Last two meetings, the last two meetings, 0-0 was the score. I think it's going to be a serious under, but that is my lean. But Flash is liking goals. All right. Those are the 5 Premier League matches that we have. Russ, take us down what you have. Obviously, if there's a no play, you don't need to say no play. Just tell us the ones that you've got and the odds.
Cool. Okay, Bournemouth v Newcastle, 1.85, both teams to score. Burnley, Leicester, 1.8, both teams to score. West Ham, Huddersfield, West Ham and over 1.5 at 2.0. Fulham, Liverpool, 2.85, Liverpool and both teams to score. The banker is West Ham and over 1.5. The parlay, the ACCA, is a both teams to score double. Bournemouth, Newcastle, Burnley, Leicester.
All right. Flash, what's on your cards, week 31?
Burnley, Alex Classic, 2.3. Newcastle, 3.9. Everton, Alex Classic, 2.25. Fulham, Liverpool, under 2.5 at 2.6. Why don't we roll the dice? Banker, Newcastle, 3.9.
I'm doing Newcastle and the draw, 1.85 banker. Both teams to score, 1.8. Burnley, Leicester. 2 bets on the West Ham game there. West Ham in the over 1.5 goals, odds of 2, and West Ham -1 at 2.05. And then Fulham, Liverpool, lean, both teams to score at 1.95. I do like the way Russ is combining with that, the Liverpool. I'll decide if we've got the best bet show tomorrow. I will decide on these leans after the Liverpool game. And then Everton, Chelsea, leaning under 2.5 goals as well. Obviously, banker, Newcastle, and the draw, 1.85. I do not have a parlay. All right, Russ, Flash, a pleasure as always. Best of luck with your bets.
Nat.
Yeah, and we will be back this time next week.
But it's International Week, Nat, next week.
Oh, yeah, that's right. That is right. Yes. What do we have next? What is the break next week?
International Week.
International friendlies.
International friendlies. Yes, it is. Well, next week is when we start rolling out our new shows, Sports Bet Daily, over at Odds Market. I
hope it goes well for you.
Me too. It's a lot of work. I'm very excited. We have a lot of new guests coming on and all different sports. We've got like golf, racing, MMA, rugby, darts, everything all in one shop. But thanks everyone watching, and we'll see you next week.
Cheers, Nat.
Cheers, guys. Thank you.